Good morning. It's turned out nice again. It's Monday, the 24th of June, 2019, and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Hooray. How's it going, guys? How you doing? You alright? Did you have a good weekend? Let me know in the comments section what you've been up to. Let me know what you've been up to. I wanted to speak to you today about Fernando Torres. Hang on a minute. Torres. Hey, I did it. Torres. Fernando Torres. I've been trying to do that for years. I could never do it before. Torres. I used to say Fernando Torres, mate. I'll go Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres. Hey, nice one. I've only lived here 12 years. And it doesn't make any difference anymore, does it? Although I did have a cat called Torres as well. Do you remember? Torres. Yeah, but he, he's in cat heaven now. Fernando Torres. I'm sick of hearing my own voice already. He's announced his retirement, guys. I'm sure you've seen that. I think he retires. I think he's making a proper announcement. I know he made a proper announcement yesterday. The announcement was made a few days ago, and I think he held a press conference yesterday or Sunday in Tokyo. Was it Japan or something? Yeah, Tokyo. To explain all the details at 10 a.m. local time. Yada yada yada. It doesn't really matter, but I just thought we'd have a little reflection on Fernando. He's 35 now. I think he is playing out there, isn't he? It's Sagan Tosu. 25 appearances and 3 goals, it says, for them in the league. Who are these then? Sagan Tosu Football Club, founded 22 years ago. J1 League. 2018, it says they came 14th. They're playing blue. Sagan is a coined word with a couple of meanings behind it. One of its homophones is sandstone in Japanese. This symbolises many small elements uniting to form one formidable object. For example, as a metaphor for a team. Right, enough of them. So Fernando Torres, right? Atletico Madrid, 214 appearances, 82 goals. Liverpool, that's what we want to hear about. 102 appearances, 65 goals. This is only league statistics, I believe. Obviously, he was with us 2007 to 2011, and then left in 2011 to 2015 to join Chelsea, as we know, where he made 110 appearances and only got 20 goals. Now, my battery's gone flat. That's not good. You guys that have followed my videos for many years will know that I did a video at the time called I Think, and it was one of the favourites. A lot of you really liked it, and people always mention that video to me today. I think it was titled something like Turncoat Torres, or was it? No, Turncoat Torres is another something twat or something like that. I don't know. Shall we have a look and see if I can find it? That was back in the day. Let me have a look, see if I can find it. You should have, you might want to have a look if you're new to my videos or you haven't been alive? What are you talking about, Duncan? If you haven't been around as a subscriber to back in the day, God, as if I've been making videos that long, that's absolutely ridiculous. It's a tripod video, I'm sure it is. Well, there's 2011. I did a video in 2012 called Breaking News, Torres Dead. That'll have been my cat. There we go. Turncoat Torres is a typical twat. 30,481 views. Let's have a look at it. I tell you what, guys, I've lost some weight since back then. Go and have a look at that video, right, after here. Just load it up. Right, guys, so before I start this video, oh my days, I think I should tell you that I might be a little bit. I mean, guys, please go and look at that video, man. Right, I know I might take it off YouTube, to be honest. Comments are disabled for this video. I do disable them when videos get old because otherwise people comment to stuff that's not really relevant anymore. And especially when it's concerning players, maybe transfers and things like that. They're like, "What are you talking about this for, fatty?" It's like, mate, that was 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Turncoat Torres is a typical TW asterisk T, alright? Go and have a look at it and come back and tell me if you can see a difference in me. If you come back and say you can't, I'll fucking block you. Right, now listen. That video at the time was from from what I remember, my mouse has gone flat again. From what I remember, I was a bit upset about Torres. He was one of those players that I'm gonna have to get some batteries. It was one of those players that when he left Liverpool, I was deeply upset about. Do you know what I mean? And I always thought Torres was different. I thought Torres was different. Now the thing is, many months after his exit, I changed my opinion. All right, we're allowed to do that, aren't we? We're allowed to do that. And I sort of like came round to understanding why he did. But it just felt like he downed tools at some point during his time with us. Do you know what I mean? And the fact he went to Chelsea, I didn't like. Even though we got a substantial fee at the time for him, I didn't like it. I was really upset. And I always thought Torres was one of them. I really thought he was a different player in terms of character. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? And maybe if I turn that mouse off, it'll save what little bit of battery it's got left. Right. I always thought he was just different, even back then, I always say, I say it now, and I certainly said it back then, and that's why I was so upset, as I used to say, look, these players, guys, they don't give a fuck about me and you. They don't care. None of them. Absolutely none of them. With the exception, maybe, of some of the local boys. Do you know what I mean? Like, at the time, Carragher, Gerrard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? But the rest of them, we all get our heart attached to them. We kiss their asses. We think the sun shines out of their ass. Right? And Torres is one of them players. And he was one that I made an exception to. I thought, he's good. And I was contacted by his representatives many, many years ago to do something for them. They asked me to do something. I can't remember what it was. What would it have been? It must have been to publicise something somewhere, I would have imagined. I can't remember. And I said, yeah, I'll do it. For a signed shirt. And they gave me a signed shirt. And Fernando did sign it to me and personalised it to me. And I was made up. Do you know what I mean? Because I really liked him. I really did like him. I mean, like, you can bang on about, like, you like players because they're, scoring the goals or what they do on the pitch. I'm not like that. I look at what they are like off the pitch as well. A bit like Brendan Rodgers does. You know what I'm saying? Character. He ate well. He slept well. He drinks well and all that. Do you know what I mean? Like what they're like off the pitch, how they conduct themselves with the fans. Are they false? Do you know what I mean? And Fernando Torres was a player that I really took to. And I thought he was different. And I let my guard down. It's like meeting a nice chick in it. You go, the barriers are up. But you meet one and you think, do you know what? I really like this one. And the minute you open your heart up, the minute you give a fuck, the minute you get upset. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? And that's what happened with Fernando Torres. I brought my barriers down. I was like, do you know what? All footballers are fucking cunts, right? But Fernando, I love him. I like him. He's good. He's different. He'll never do that. And he became one of us. Do you know what I mean? And a truly adopted Red. Yeah? It was fantastic. And then he signed fucking Chelsea. Then he went to Chelsea, and I were happy about it. He could have gone anywhere, right? Other than certain clubs that we all know. And at the time, Chelsea was one that I didn't want him to go to. All right? So I was very angry. I was very upset, very disappointed, very, very, very emotional and pissed off. You know what I'm saying? So I made that video. I'm not going to watch the video because I can't watch myself. Do you know what I mean? Well, I mean, like these days, I have a good little look at myself and that. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? But back in the day, I was, you know what I mean? I was even bigger than I am now. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how is that possible? Well, it was possible. I tell you what, in that video, I reckon I'm 10 stone heavier in that video, guys. I reckon I'm about 10 stone heavier. 7 stone down I am now, since I started my lifestyle kick 12 months ago. But the thing is, for 2 months of it, the last 2 months, I've stalled a bit. Do you know what I mean? I've not been like a very happy bunny. Do you know what I'm saying? So I've been like, do you know what? Can't be arsed. I haven't done anything like wrong or out like that. But I've had a few pints. You know what I'm saying? I went a year without a pint, and just the last few months I've had a couple of pints. But I'm back on it, guys. I'm all right. Don't you worry. I will not give in. I will not buckle. Anyway, so I was very disappointed. He went to Chelsea. I did forgive him. I did forgive him later on because he came out a few times and said, look, it worked like that. He was lied to, allegedly, by the Liverpool management, owners, whatever you want to say. He believed he was misled. So under them circumstances, he therefore gets a pass from me. All right? So the partnership that he had with Steven Gerrard was formidable. It was brilliant. It was fantastic. They got on really well. I mean, it was just brilliant. It was a period that I really liked. And I think then when Suarez came in, the question then people used to ask was, who would you rather have, Suarez or Torres? Obviously, you'd want both of them. It's just the lighting and the black, you know what I'm saying? I like to be stealthy, guys. I like to be stealthy. What was I talking about? Yes, Suarez. You know, then it became Suarez became the new love interest of us pathetic, football supporters. Oh, we love Suarez. We love Suarez. And I saw it again. I was like, nah, fuck this, man. I never was attached to Suarez. Never. No, never fucking... No, because he let us down too many times. Might have been a great player. Might have scored some amazing goals, right? But I thought he let the club down. I thought he took us for a ride. I thought he took the piss with the way he exited the club and the way that he... You know, I hate these foreign players when they turn around and say things when they're away on international duty and then they come back and go, oh no, it was lost in translation. I never said that. Just want honesty, don't you? If you're going to leave, right? You want to leave. If you want to go to a glamorous club, you think Barcelona is a glamorous club, right? Let's forget glamorous because we're always going to say Liverpool's glamorous. Let's look at it like this: if you want to fulfil your lifelong ambition of playing for any club in the world, right? If any individual player has got that, they should not be knocked for having that, right? You got to remember as well, lifestyle and culture and things like that. So I just think, just be honest. Yeah? This is one thing that pissed me off about Michael Owen when he left the club, because we all knew he was leaving the club, and it was just like, if I remember rightly, the manager at the time was getting dicked around. We need to know whether we're going to get a replacement, and obviously dicked around in a financial sense in how you could capitalise on a player exiting. So just be honest, and then we'll wish you well, right? You look at the way Alonso left the club. Everyone absolutely loves him. They love him to bits, and they always will, right? But there's certain players when they leave, I just think, get to fuck. Coutinho's another one. So Suarez, Coutinho, they're in that bracket. At the time, Fernando Torres, I was angry with him more so because he broke my heart. He didn't really do anything wrong other than sign for Chelsea. 44 years of age, a granddad, and I'm bothered about Premier League footballers that ain't got a fucking care in the world about me and you and the rest of us peasants. You know what I'm saying? Well, it upset me at the time. It upset me, guys. It did. It upset me. But I'm looking at his picture there. When you see me with him, like just romancing at him like that. Torres. I can still do it. Torres. Yeah, nice one. He's retired now. I know I can pronounce it. So there you go. So I would like to know how you feel about Fernando Torres today. Did you ever forgive him? Did you forgive Fernando Torres? And do you know what else bothered me? I tell you what bothered me. When he was at Chelsea and their fans were getting on his back all the time, I was defending him. Do you know what I mean? I was like, hey, leave him alone. He might have joined you. You might think he's a wanker, but he's our wanker, right? Leave him alone. And I remember, I think it was Rafa. For sure. That was terrible. Hang on. For sure. No. I ain't done Rafa for a while. For sure. No, don't matter. Club. I think Rafa came out and commented on why Fernando Torres wasn't a success at Chelsea, and he said it was to do with the formation that they played, the way they played, and something else. What was the other thing? Don't know, but I think Rafa spoke about the time when he signed him and what his plans were, and how he wanted players to work around him, like the team to be built around him, whereas at Chelsea it wasn't like that. It was an individual. So anyway, he made his defence for him, and anyway. So on my mouse, I turned it off, didn't I? Let's have a look. I would like to know what you think of Fernando Torres now, as from a Liverpool fan's perspective, right? Were you like me? Were you angry? I'm sure you were when he left. Were you disappointed because it was Chelsea? Did you think, do you know what I mean? I know you never put anything past any of them. I mean, Michael Owen's Man United. What? The absolute F. Do you know what I mean? Can't be doing that. Where does it come from? My mouse ain't working, guys. Come on, please. I can't go and get another mouse batteries mid-video. I just wanted to look at his honours when he was at Chelsea. He only won one, didn't he? No. Chelsea FA Cup 2011-12 and the UEFA Champions League 2011-12 and the Europa League. I didn't remember that. FIFA World Cup. I remember that. European Championships twice. I mean, this kid was an exceptional player. And I was very disappointed when he left. And I think then that when Suarez came and he became the new love interest for us all, I think that the question then became, didn't it, afterwards, like, if you could only have one, this is what I tried to mention earlier, but I probably went off track. You would have said, well, we'd like both. But if you could only have one, Suarez or Torres, I think people then became like, no, Suarez. We would rather have Suarez because it was the most recent thing to us at the time when that question was asked, and also because of the way Torres exited the club. So I'm going to try and ask you, if you could only have one of those players at the best of their ability, which one would it be? Right? Don't be giving me all that, well, I'm not sure he'd fit into the present team. Just which one? If you could have one of them players in your squad, which one would it be? Will you pick Suarez? Will you pick Torres? I'd pick Torres. That's just purely because I think he's class. And because I think that he genuinely cared about the club. I really do. And I'm not bitter towards him anymore. And I am a little bit bitter towards Suarez, although I am kind of over it. I was just looking at the Champions League final that he won with Chelsea. Bayern Munich. Is it 2012? Really? Bloody, I mean, doesn't time fly, guys? Went to penalties. Now then, I thought he scored in the final. So was that the Europa League final? I'm sure he broke free, left to right, on his own, right through the centre. Am I right, guys? I know you're probably sat there screaming right now because you know the answer. And I haven't stumbled on it yet. Let's have a look. Yes, Torres there. 15th May 2013 versus Benfica. Torres scored the opening goal, 60th minute. Cardozo for Benfica, a penalty 8 minutes later, and then a late winner by Ivanovic. But I've got a feeling that Fernando Torres goal was the one where he broke through and scored. And I kind of at the time was like, I was made up for him. You know, I was made up for him on a personal level because of the criticism he'd been receiving from Chelsea supporters and everything. I was like, yeah, nice one, Torres. You fucking show him, you know, in the cup final how important you are. But at the same time, I was like, they don't deserve you. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I just wanted to reflect on Fernando Torres, and I would like you to throw your best memories in the comments section. What did you feel like when he left? Were you as raging mad as I was? Did you ever forgive him? Is there no excuse, you know, for that? I kind of forgave him, and I also think that we did get a very good fee for him at the time. I mean, that sort of money today would be good, but at the time it was mind blowing. But I don't even want to discuss what we did with that money. All right. And would you, if you could have either him or Suarez, which one would it be? I would really appreciate your thoughts, and I wish him well, and I hope we do get to see him. And I tell you what, I'd love to see him, you know, involved in the Premier League coverage a little bit. You know, his thoughts, and I don't know. It's just like I just thought he was a nice kid, and I like him, and I've forgiven him. And maybe I should take that video down now. Or maybe I'm just pretending that I was going to take it down out of respect, but really it's because I'm like, I look at myself and go like that. You know that emoji on your phone, the monkey with the two hands? That's what I'm like when I look at that video. Go and have a look at it. Go and have a look at it first, guys. Stop this video right now. Oh, there's no point. Go and have a look at it. Stop this video right now. It's the end of the video. What are you talking about, you silly fat fuck? Go and stop this video now. Right. Stop this video now. Then go and look at it if you haven't already. Then come back, watch the last 10 seconds, and leave a comment about what you think about that video as well. Alright. Oh, dear me. Hey, at least I'm smiling. Alright, guys. I love you loads. I'm going over to dkb.tv now. Alright? Because I want to speak with the troops, the legends, the people that support me. You know what I'm saying? The people that let me go out on a weekend, they subscribe to dkb.tv. They enable me to put food on the table for my children and grandson, and they enable me to have a pint occasionally. No, not a pint anymore. A vodka Diet Coke, because there's no carbs in that. You know what I'm saying? dkb.tv. Alright. And if you join KopTalk, right, you get a free membership to dkb.tv for as long as you remember. That's right. All the information's in the video description below. Stop being a tight fucker. Come on to the other side and support me. All right, I'm going over there now. See you soon. Hooray.